Welcome back to Butterfly Effect Tarot. My name is Lorraine, and today's topic is what is the karma for the person who has hurt you the most or worst? There are three groups, and the timestamps for each group will be in the description box in the comment section below. If the messages and reading resonates, please feel free to like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments if you choose. To all of my subscribers and returning viewers, as always, thank you. I appreciate you. To newer viewers, welcome. And if interested after this video, you may return to the channel. There are other topics, videos, and readings there as well. But other than that, let's go ahead and get into each one of your messages. Welcome to your reading, pile one, regarding what is the karma for who has hurt you the worst or the most. So I've already pre-shuffled and pulled 5 cards. We're going to identify the 5 cards that came through, and then we will get into the reading. So the first card out is the Page of Cups, followed by the Ten of Swords. And then we have the Two of Cups, followed by the Judgment card. And then the final card out is the Nine of Swords. Bottom of the deck energy is the Three of Swords. So really quickly, it does not matter if you're male or female, masculine or feminine energy. The messages should apply no matter what. So for this group, I also pulled 3 clarifying cards from a second tarot deck. And for the clarifying cards, we got the Devil, followed by the Five of Swords. And then for that one, we also have the Seven of Wands. Bottom of the deck energy is the Ten of Pentacles. So first and foremost, this is suggesting that this is somebody that somebody that you had an emotional connection with. This is either a friend, a lover, somebody you were married to. This could have even been a relative. There's just something where with this Two of Cups energy out here, there's somebody that you could have been very close to, where you wanted a mutual loving connection with. For most of you, I do feel like this is romantic because the Page of Cups is out here first. And then the Three of Swords at the bottom. So I feel like this is romantic for most of you, but take it how it resonates. The message should apply no matter what. This is somebody who, I'm going to be clear, wants to come back in. With this Page of Cups, this is an offer of love, a message of love. This is not the Knight of Cups, so this is not necessarily somebody that is taking action, but this is somebody who is more than likely still contemplating or in their head. Especially with the Nine of Swords out here at the end, this is somebody who is having a lot of sleepless nights. A part of their karma is they're dealing with anxiety, fears, doubts. They're lacking in confidence. This is somebody who their conscience is wearing them out. There's a lot of guilt here about the actions they've taken. Seven of Swords showed itself, which is not surprising based on this energy. So this is somebody who has deceived you. They deceived you. They could have cheated. They could have lied. They could have stolen from you. They could have sabotaged you. There could have been rumors, lies, manipulation, just a lot of toxic energy. This was a very toxic person, and they created a lot of toxicity in this connection. With the Ten of Swords coming out after the before the Two of Cups, this lets me know that this was a very painful ending. And I do feel like it was painful for both of you. But I do feel like with all of the energy coming out here about heartbreak and mental and emotional turmoil, this person more than likely was the majority of the blame in this. We are asking who has hurt you the worst or the most. That does not mean in this question that you may not have hurt them. But I'm going to be honest. I feel like this person, the fact that they want to come back in means that they are aware that they were the party that basically carried the burden of ending this or causing so much turmoil here. And I do feel like with the Judgment card, this is about leaving the past behind and moving forward. But it's coming out with the Nine of Swords, meaning that this person will struggle through a cycle of not being able to move on. So this is kind of feeling like a never-ending cycle, not being able to let go of the past, because the Two of Cups is coming out before the Judgment card. And that would denote basically walking away from a past connection, healing from it, transforming from it, and moving on into a better connection or into a better version of yourself. But with the Nine of Swords, this person is not going to be able to do that, or this is something they're struggling with right now. They cannot stop thinking about you. This Two of Cups and this Nine of Swords is letting me know that you're constantly on this person's mind. This person's probably constantly rehashing situations that happened in the past, maybe mistakes they've made. They could be still daydreaming about this connection with the Page of Cups coming out here in the beginning. This means that this person could constantly be in their head about different ways to come in, about how to make an offer, or they're just daydreaming about the possibilities of being able to have a renewal. Because the Judgment card is also a transformation, denoting that this person may desire to overcome the past experience in this connection and start anew, because this is the dawn of a new era, ending a situation and starting something new. And the Three of Swords at the bottom, mentally and emotionally, this person is going to be, I don't want to use the word tortured, but this feels very torturous, especially with the clarifiers out here, the Devil card, the Five of Swords, and the Seven of Wands. Another part of this person's karma with the Devil card, this person could struggle with addictions, codependencies. That could be a multitude of things. It could be drugs, it could be liquor, it could be sex, it could be materialism. This could be codependency and connections, toxic connections, because the Five of Swords and the Seven of Wands, this is somebody constantly having to be on guard, constantly having to defend themselves, constantly having conflict and struggles and connections with other people. Essentially people may be speculating about them, making rumors about them, or exposing them. With the Ten of Pentacles at the bottom in the clarifying cards, this is usually the card of a legacy and empire, coming together with your partner and building something that is substantial, is sustainable. It supersedes you. This is having abundance, a happy home. This person, based on these clarifiers out here, this person will struggle to have that Ten of Pentacles. And with the Two of Cups, I feel like it's because this person may have been meant to have that with you, or perhaps you desired or thought you would have that with them. You'd have this Two of Cups and this Ten of Pentacles energy, and that didn't happen. It's almost like they sabotaged it. They took advantage of this kind, respectable energy that you presented. They took advantage of this Two of Cups. They took advantage of the love and the vulnerable aspects of who you were, and they deceived you. And now they're going through this energy of maybe they could be going through addictions because of how mentally and emotionally tortured they feel over the ending of this and the fact that they cannot have it back. I feel based on these energies, especially with that Ten of Swords, this person knows that there's no coming back to this connection. And it is destroying them. If they've been in any connection since you, if they're in one now, and if they're in a connection now, it's not a healthy connection based on these cards. I feel like maybe they are, or they have tried to create a Ten of Pentacles, Two of Cups elsewhere after the fact, and it's not happening. This person is going to struggle to find someone like you. I don't think they may ever will. I guess we can all heal and transform, but not everybody does. So depending on how this person chooses to pursue and change their life going forward, that's neither here nor there. But based on the karma they're going to experience as a result of what they've done to you, they're not going to have peace based on this. There's no love here. There's no joy. And I feel like this person is associating their lack of joy, the conflicts they're experiencing in connections, their addictions, their codependencies, the mental and emotional turmoil and torture they're experiencing. They're associating it with this Two of Cups and the fact that they've lost this and there's no rekindling this. There's no renewal here. And I'm going to be honest, this person more than likely knows that they deserve this. They know that they deserve what they're getting. Does that mean that it's easy for them to accept? No, I don't feel like this person will be able to accept the ending of this. It doesn't matter how long it's been. You will always be the one that got away. You, based on these cards, this person, I don't care how many years it's been, you could move on and get married and have a whole nother family. They could decide to move on, get married, and have a whole nother family. You're going to always be in this person's mind and heart. And the actions they took against you will always be replaying in their mind, just as it is at this moment based on these cards. But there's nothing but conflict here. This person could be running into conflicts when it comes to work, when it comes to romance, when it comes to daily life. This person is just going through it. All the swords energy out here, the devil, the Seven of Wands, this is torture. Like this is mental and emotional and even physical, because this is in their physical plane as well. With this Five of Pentacles, this devil and this the Five of Swords, the devil and the Seven of Wands, this is nothing but turmoil. You have the Ten of Pentacles at the bottom, meaning that no matter how much they try to create this legacy with someone else, it doesn't seem like it's going to pan out. It's like they're trying to find somebody that's worth investing in, that will partner up with them and build something with them that is valuable, that has worth, that has abundance, that has longevity. But again, with the Five of Swords and the Seven of Wands, these are people that they may be arguing with. There may be fights, there may be violence, there may be, a lot of partying, there could be infidelity and cheating going on. There could be other people competing and interfering in their connections, interfering in their life, interfering with them at work. This person is basically running into toxicity in every area of their life based on these cards, because the 10 of Pentacles is about abundance. So this person could even be like I said, having these issues at work with their coworkers, with their boss. They could be simply going to the grocery store and having run-ins with random people, or having words with random people, or getting negative energy or rebuttals from random individuals. Essentially everything they gave to you, as karma often does, is being dished out to them. But with all this energy out here, it's multiplied. I feel like there's no peace no matter where this person goes, no matter what they do. Even when they're alone with this Nine of Swords energy and that Three of Swords, even when they're on their own, there is no peace. This person may not be sleeping well. This person may not essentially be able to find joy in day-to-day activities. I just feel like there is a constant cycle of dissatisfaction. They're lacking in confidence. They're lacking in stability. There's a desire for the Ten of Pentacles. There's a desire for the Two of Cups. But it's, again, when they had the Two of Cups, that with you, that could have been something substantial, they ruined it. And again, that could be due to mental health issues, because with all these swords out here, that could definitely be due to their past. This could be somebody that has a lot of inner issues or things that they've went through in their own life, as often is the case. And hurt people, right? But that's obviously never an excuse to hurt others, especially innocent people or people that are trying to pour love and healing and nurturing into you. And that's essentially what this suggests that they did. So this person may be going through a transformation, or going through some sort of a spiritual awakening, or dark night of the soul. But essentially with all these cards, there's nothing here suggesting that they're actually transforming or that they're leaning into it. They could essentially be operating in this double energy where they're trying to use a coping mechanisms, or escape in the actual healing process that the judgment is bringing in. This person is casting judgment on themselves, and I also feel like spiritually there's judgment casted on them, obviously with all of this energy coming out. But again, with the Seven of Swords showing itself as well, there could even be like illegal activities, or things they're doing that they may have gotten caught up in. But this is just somebody that has their energy it feels very dark. Okay. And again, we go through things in life, as people, and some people are able to transform that darkness or those dark experiences into light, or balance them. And sometimes people aren't. And I feel like this person has leaned more into a bitterness, or more into maybe perhaps becoming the people who have hurt them, or hurting others because they're hurting, and they're not willing to transform with this judgment energy. They're not willing to look within the past or the things they've experienced and heal them. So instead they go around hurting other people. And this is essentially showing up as the person hurt you the most. And you could have been very much deeply in love with this person, or had very strong feelings and hope for this connection. And it ended painfully. But this person still desires you. You are on this person's mind and in their heart non-stop. I feel like with the Page of Cups, again, this person is constantly daydreaming about you. With the Nine of Swords, they could be even having dreams about the mistakes they've made. I feel like this person is constantly being reminded, with this Judgment card and this Nine of Swords, this person is constantly being reminded of what they did in the past to you. Again, they cannot escape it. I feel like even when they're experiencing this Five of Swords and Seven of Wands energy with other people, this toxicity with the Devil card, I feel like it's also kind of like reflecting a mirror to them, and they're doing things to escape, to cope. This is somebody that would have to be intoxicated in order to even have joy or smile or laugh throughout the day. Even in their friendships, there could be chaos, or there could be toxicity, there could be conflict. But I feel like this person, with all this energy, I feel like this person is more than likely somebody has exposed them for who they really are, or somebody's called them on it. Or more importantly, I feel like somebody or multiple people are matching this person's energy. Because with the Devil, the Five of Swords, and the Seven of Wands, it doesn't really get more toxic than that. That's heavy energy. That's mental, emotional, and even external in your reality. Essentially, again, this feels very dark. This feels very heavy. So I don't know what specifically this person did. Obviously, we've elaborated on what it could be based off of the energies that are out here and the cards that showed themselves. But essentially, I'm not, for each of you, it could be different. But whatever they did, they are being put through the ringer for it. I mean, sometimes when you do a karma reading, right? Because I've done some in the past. For others, and for the pick of cards, but sometimes when you do a karma reading, sometimes you'll see where a person is going through something difficult and dark, and then you may see like a transformation come in, or you may see a where they kind of realize, and maybe you may see where they have an opportunity to go through a renewal and have the opportunity to kind of transform that karmic cycle into something better, where they learn essentially. With this energy, I'm not getting that. This looks like somebody, like the energy of somebody who's going to go through this cycle for a long time, perhaps for the rest of their life. But like I said, we're not looking beyond this. We're looking at the karma they're getting as a result of how they've hurt you. And somebody with this kind of energy has more than likely hurt other people and taken advantage of others in the past, more than likely. So if this is just the end of karma they're getting for you, I can't imagine just how much more intense it really is for them based off of all the karma they may have built up to other people they may have hurt and may continue to hurt. Because with this double energy, this Five of Swords and Seven of Wands, even if they're in a connection now with somebody who's very peaceful and harmonious or who wants to make it work, they're still showing up as very toxic and somebody who is very much creating turmoil. But I feel like this energy is being met. It's like they keep meeting their match in different people, in relationships, in friendships, in coworkers, in day-to-day operations. This person could again have run into situations where they've had physical fights. This could be in a connection, this could be with friends, this could be on the streets. But I feel like maybe this person's energy is, it automatically feels dark and heavy and negative and toxic, and the energy you put out comes back. So if this person is going day to day with this unhappiness and this bitterness and anger and regret in their heart, then they're naturally magnetizing in or drawing in people that are also going through that, and then they're coming into conflict as a result. Two hurt people hurting each other, but that's their karma. But I'm honest, mentally and emotionally, spiritually, financially, every area of this person's life is being hit. There is no balance. There is no peace. There is no love. There is no joy. There is no sleep. There is no stability. There is no hope. This feels hopeless. I would not be surprised if this person is thinking of or has had thoughts of ending it, right? Which I would not wish on anyone. But with this kind of energy, this is overwhelming. I don't know how anyone would be able to go through their day-to-day feeling this level of turmoil and torture in every area of your life. I don't know what they did, but whatever it was, they really messed up. They could have been hurting people, and then when it got to you, you could be very spiritually protected. Obviously, I feel like everyone in the world is, to them for the most part, right? But I feel like you could have been very spiritually and divinely protected as a person. You are this way. And I feel like, especially if you showed up in this mutual loving energy with this Two of Cups, and this person hurt you, it was like them hurting the divine. It was like they were blessed with this kind of stable, grounded love of a lifetime, this true love situation. And it's like they spit or slap, the divine in the face for giving them a blessing. And that's not something you want to do. Yeah. Mm. Wow, this is so, yeah, this energy feels so awful. But you know what you put out is often what you get back. And if this person is not choosing to change and transform or acknowledge what they've done, then this is going to be something that they experience for the rest of their life. There's no way around this, only through it. And this person may be struggling to accept the truth about what they've done, even if they're aware of it, even if they're being reminded of it. They may not be facing it, acknowledging it, and facing those attributes of themselves that needs to be changed and transformed. And because of that, they're going to get back everything they gave you in different people, except it's being multiplied. But I'm going to go ahead and get out of this energy. I'm wishing you all the best, right? Because again, with this energy being like this, I can't imagine what they've done. But whatever it was, they are paying greatly for it. And I'm going to leave it there. If it resonated on any level, you may feel free to like and subscribe and let me know in the comments if you choose. And if interested, you can return to the channel. There are other topics, videos, and readings there as well. But other than that, thank you. Welcome to your reading pile 2 regarding what is the karma for the person who has hurt you the most or worst. So I've already pre-shuffled. I do prefer to pull 5 cards, but 6 cards came out. So I will identify those cards and then we'll go ahead and get into the reading. So the first card out is the Five of Swords, followed by the Two of Wands. And then we have the Death card, followed by the Page of Swords. And then we have the Five of Pentacles, followed by Temperance. Bottom of the deck energy is the Six of Swords. So it does not matter if you're male or female, masculine or feminine energy. The messages should apply no matter what. I did pull 3 clarifying cards as well from a second tarot deck. And the 3 cards that came out is the Hermit, followed by Judgment, and finalized with the King of Swords. Bottom of the deck energy for the clarifying cards is the Hanged Man. So for this group, this could have been tied to family, co-workers, friends. This could have been college classmates. This could have been a boss. For some of you, this was a group of people, right? There was more than one. For others of you, this was one specific person. But either way, it's the same dynamic. There was somebody or a group of people that caused conflict. Okay, there could have been sabotage, lies, rumors, people trying to isolate you, trying to make you feel lonely, or trying to bully you, right? This is a bullying energy. There could have been jealousy and envy and toxicity. It could have been deceptive, like behind the scenes. It could have been hidden, or for some of you, it could have been right in your face. But with the Five of Swords and the Two of Wands and Death card coming out, one form of karma, because there's multiple forms of karma that this person or these people will experience. One form is that they will actually receive that same energy, right? They may either turn on each other, where this is a group of people, or if this is one person, there will be multiple people or experiences or another group of people that will target them, that will bully them, that will sabotage them, that will try to ice them out and single them out and make them feel inferior, that will stand in their way of success. Because with these cards, the Two of Wands is about pursuing our ambitions, our dreams, and our goals, right? Five of Swords is conflict, or people standing in your way or creating disturbance in your life. And then the Death card is about endings and beginnings. It's about something that falls apart and you have to start over. So for these people, there's going to be a lot of dead ends. Okay, their blessings and abundance and their pursuit forward will be paused. It's being delayed. Because in the clarifiers, we have the Hanged Man at the bottom of the deck. These people or this person will be forced to go through a transformation, but they will go through, based on these cards, unfortunate experiences that'll lead to that. Finances will be affected. Their career will be affected. Their dreams and goals will be affected. There will be a lack of clarity. They will not be able to see clearly. They will not be able to choose a path as they try to grow and expand in their career towards their dreams, their goals, their finances, in their own personal sense of self and value. They will find things falling apart or constantly running to dead ends. This is going to create frustration. This is going to create mental and emotional turmoil, but especially mental turmoil. Finances will be hindered. There's a lack. Some of these people, their living situation could be disturbed because for some of you, you may have lived with this person or these people. They could have been taken advantage of. For some of you, you could have been taken advantage of financially. And in turn, this is what's going to happen to them. They may lose their jobs. They may lose financial support. They may lose a stability in their home. Their sense of self, their confidence is going to take a massive hit, because there's a lesson being forced here. These people are going to be forced to learn a lesson for what they've done. And they're going to have to learn that lesson, as karma often is, by experiencing exactly what they've done to you. But this feels like, obviously, it's going to be multiplied, because this feels like the energy of people being forced into a dark night of the soul, and things like just tumbling around them. This feels like a sequence of tower moments that's going to affect them in every area, but especially mentally, spiritually, and financially. Because with the Death card and the Page of Swords, the Death card is about endings, transformations, and renewal, right? And then the Page of Swords is about learning. This is a student energy. This is somebody that learns lessons and they apply it. They set boundaries. With this energy here, this person is going to have to learn how to rebuild, right? So if this was a group of people, of coworkers who sabotaged your boss, or somebody who blocked your aspirations, your ambition, somebody who tried to hold you back, somebody that took advantage of you or did things that caused you to have to start over, caused you to have to go through a transformation or a dark night of the soul, caused you to feel isolated or a lack of confidence or abundance, or just disrupted your temperance, your peace, your harmony. These things will now be coming full circle. But again, I feel like for them, it's amplified because we have the Death card and the Page of Swords out here with the Five of Swords in the first card pull. And then in the clarifiers, we have the Hermit and Judgment. So some of these people could already be going through this dark night of the soul, and it's feeling overwhelming. Depending on what timeline they're in or how long this has been since this situation happened. But again, I feel like for this group with the Six of Swords at the bottom, that's having to walk away. It's the first card pull starts with the Five of Swords, which is conflict, turmoil, disturbances, rumor, gossip, jealousy. And then the bottom of the deck for that is the Six of Swords, which is the following card in tarot. And that's having to move away. So this is a person that's going to have to take the higher road. They're going to be forced to experience this conflict, these bullies, this turmoil, this disruption, and they're going to be put in a position where they cannot defend themselves against it. They're going to be put in a position where the only option they have is to walk away. The only option they have is to just suck it up and take whatever happened. There, for example, if they cost you your job, just an example, or it led to you having to quit or start over or look elsewhere for a new beginning. These people will now experience that, but I feel like for them, with that Hanged Man at the bottom of the deck and the clarifying cards, I feel like for them, it's not going to so much be a new beginning right away. This is going to be like there's a dead end or turmoil or a lack or a loss or some sort of disruption. And instead of them being able to go and find a new friend group or finding peace within themselves and moving away from this group or finding a new job, they're going to be forced to experience this lack and this turmoil for an extended period of time. And depending on how long it takes them to heal and transform is going to depend on how long. And based on this energy, this may take a while for some of them, if not most of them, because this energy is quite heavy. And Temperance at the end, yeah, this is a card of balance. It's a card of harmony. Someone treated you unfairly. Someone or a group of people treated you unfairly. They disrupted your peace, your harmony, your sense of self. This is spiritual intervention. There is a spiritual transformation obviously being forced here, but this is like divine stepping in and balancing the scales of justice. Temperance reminds me of justice. There's a balancing of the scales of justice here. So some of these people potentially could even be facing, because you know what, during the clarifiers, the justice card actually showed itself. The temperance came out in the original card pull here at the end, but the justice card showed itself while pulling the clarifier. So some of these people could actually be facing legal situations, due to whatever they're getting caught up in. But there's definitely something here where their growth, their desire to promote, their desire to expand, their desire to achieve something, start something, build something, accumulate something, it's all tumbling down, or it has already. Now we have the Page of Swords in the original card pull, and then we have the King of Swords ending in the second card pull for the clarifiers. You go from the page to the king. The page is the student, the king is the person who is the teacher. So as I stated, that reconfirms what I said. These people have to be forced to evolve. They may have attacked you spiritually, or what they did had a spiritual impact on you. It disrupted you in a sense where it started affecting every area or multiple areas or a key element of your life. So they have to feel the magnitude of what they put you through, but they have to feel it even harder, because maybe for you, you might have transformed very quickly. Just an example, for some of you, you may have separated yourself, walked away from a job, walked away from these relatives, took the higher road, and divine blessed you to start over, or blessed you to open new doors, or open up a new friend group or something up to that sort. But with these people, that's not, again, that kind of ending and new beginning or opportunities. Their opportunities are being blocked. The hangman, there's a pause. These people are being forced to surrender. This feels like the energy of people that are going through so much heaviness, so much ending, so much disruption and turmoil that they are being brought to their knees. So some of these people could be divine on a core level, right? These could be people who are um, meant to be divine beings, right? But they operate in a kind of narcissistic, toxic energy. These are people that actively engage in toxic behavior. These are people who are malicious, okay, without a reason. And so essentially, there's no blessings coming in for these people. There's no silver lining. There's no temperance of inner peace, optimism. These people are going to feel hopelessness, or they're feeling this right now. And this hopelessness will continue. This darkness will continue. There will be no light until they learn the lesson. Some of these people may have to come back to you and apologize, because Page of Swords, King of Swords, this is about communication. And the King of Swords energy is somebody who they act from a high integrity. They have emotional intelligence. They are self-aware. They're honest and true about who they are and the mistakes they make, and they are straightforward about it. So some of these people may be forced to have to come back around and apologize to you, to balance out the scales of justice, to find this temperance. Some of these people may have to actually call you, reach out to you, and give a verbal closure. This feels like a karmic debt that needs to be repaid, which obviously it's karma, and that's what it is, karmic debt. But this feels very it kind of feels like to me that these people's finances, their home life, their stability, their confidence, their sense of self, their sense of value is feeling lack and loss, yours will be actually perhaps going up, right? So where these people are losing jobs, promotions, they can't grow, they can't find stability in home, they can't pay their bills or whatever the case may be, you may be having an influx of money, or you may land a great job, or you may get a promotion, or you may start a new business, or with this Two of Wands, pursue creative endeavors. If these were people that judged you, they judged your dreams, your goals, your aspirations, you may actually start to flourish, and these people will see this. I feel like these people will have to see you. This is a part of the karma. These people will have to see you thrive. These people will have to see you glow up in the most beautiful way. These people will have to see you transform, and you will do so without their support, and they will see you do it by yourself while they are still having to rebuild. This is how justice balances out. But again, there's a need for these energies to take accountability for their actions. These, whomever this group of people or this person is, they are being heavily judged for this. This feels like a heavy judgment, because I feel like these were people that should have been supporting you. But I also feel like this is the type of energy of people who were targeting you because maybe you're very spiritually divine. Okay. And they may have felt intimidated by you. This kind of feels like the energy of people that wanted to dim your light. And now their lights are being dimmed. Probably already was, but now every other aspect of their life where there was progress or success, or they thought they were on top of the world, now they're going to feel like the world is on top of them, or this is what they're feeling right now. But I'm going to be honest, I do feel like these people are meant to be spiritual beings themselves, and I feel like they were intimidated by what's within you, because they themselves could have chosen, or maybe on a subconscious level know that they should not have been acting out this way towards you. You didn't deserve this, and they chose to do so anyway. So they're being spiritually, I don't want to say punished, because that doesn't sound right, but it is what it is. This feels like a spiritual lesson. This feels like a spiritual lashing, but it's going to be one after the other. This feels like a tower moment after tower moment after tower moment after tower moment. And I feel again, they're being brought to their knees. They're being forced to surrender. They're being forced to acknowledge the truth. They're being forced to grow. And a lot of them are going to be forced to come back and let you know that they were wrong. I don't feel like there's a way around it. I feel that strongly. I'm not sure why this has to be done, but I'm getting that strongly. There's a need for these people to be upfront and honest. Some of these people may have to expose themselves for what they did, expose themselves for the lies they spread, expose themselves for taking advantage of you, expose themselves for sabotaging you, because that's a part of the karma for them. But it is what it is. And I am wishing you all the best. I'm wishing these people the best because I don't wish harm on anyone, right? Everybody makes mistakes, but I mean, obviously, in their case, they did what they did, and now they're getting what they get. But I still, I wish the best for everyone. That's just a part of who I am, for the most part. So it's not to slight you or to undermine you. Please don't take it that way. But again, I do feel like these energies are meant to be operating in a more positive and integral type of energy, and they weren't. So, like I said, they get what they get. But I'm going to end it there. And of course, if this resonated on any level, please feel free to like and subscribe. You can let me know in the comments if you choose. And if interested, you can return to the channel. There are other topics, videos, and readings there as well. But other than that, thank you. Welcome to your reading pile 3 regarding what is the karma for the person who has hurt you the most. So I've already pre-shuffled and pulled the cards. I usually prefer to pull 5 cards, but 6 cards came out. So we'll go over the cards that came through and then we will get into the reading. So the first card out is the Chariot, followed by the Page of Pentacles. And then we have the Queen of Wands, followed by the Two of Cups. And then we have the Two of Pentacles, followed by the Nine of Cups. Bottom of the deck energy is the Eight of Cups. So it doesn't matter if you're male or female, masculine or feminine energy, the message just should apply no matter what. I did go ahead and also pull 3 clarifying cards from a second tarot deck. And the 3 cards that came out is the Five of Cups, followed by the Tower, and then the final card out is the Five of Wands. Bottom of the deck energy is the Page of Wands. So there are 2 components coming out here. So based on the clarifiers, this is giving me more insight to perhaps what this person or perhaps even this group of people or situation is about. With the Five of Cups, that's an energy of regret. It's an energy of self-blame, disappointment, grief, feeling immense loss. And it has to do with the Tower moment. So in the original card pull here in the first part, we got the Eight of Cups at the bottom, denoting the energy of more than likely you walking away from something. You could have relocated, you could have changed jobs, you could have moved homes, or this could have just been a breakup where you moved away from this connection or these people or person. But there was a sudden ending here with the Tower, and it was very destructive. It was very painful. And it was a result of the Five of Wands energy that is coming out in the clarifiers. Five of Wands is usually disagreements, chaos, it's arguing. This could have been an abusive connection of some sort, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, even perhaps financially. There was an energy here of maybe this person or this group of people or situation being designed to try to dim your light, to make you feel small, to perhaps hurt you, or to, again, feed off of your energy for their own personal gain. It's going to apply differently for each of you. But with the Page of Wands at the bottom of the deck in the clarifiers, the Page of Wands is about free spirit and energy. This is about somebody who is moving forward to take action, to pursue their dreams, to pursue their goals, to pour into themselves. And this is usually, to me, the beginning of a glow up and positive transformation in your career and in your personal self and personal growth. So there is regret here on the behalf of these individuals. There are Tower moments that this person is experiencing. I do feel like the Tower moment was you leaving, but I also feel like there are also Tower moments that this person experienced after you left, in upheaval and a very intense, difficult change, and a bunch of endings in their life. And it could have been in every area of their life. This is an energy or people or situation that will bring about a lot of conflict. The same disturbances, toxic behavior, and potential abuse that was dished out to you, these people or this person will receive it. Take it how it resonates, because I do feel like for a small portion of you with this Five of Wands energy, this could have been more than one person or more than one dynamic that took place. For others of you, it could have been one individual, because with the Two of Cups out here, it does give me the vibe that for some of you, this is a romantic connection, or this was like somebody that you were very close with, that you had an emotional connection with, and you thought it was a mutual and respectable, harmonious, peaceful dynamic, and you found out that that was not the case. I feel like this person is going to strive and desire to operate in a Page of Wands, to have freedom and enthusiasm and optimism and joy and expansion and growth in their own life. They're going to seek to be in this courageous, bold energy to pursue their dreams and goals and live their life to the fullest. And I feel like it's not going to come. Or if it does come, it's not going to come for a while. These energies or this person could be in this situation right now, or this is what is coming ahead for them. Now, in the original part of the reading, another part of the energy that they are meant to experience is to witness you thrive. You are meant to stand out with this Queen of Wands, with the Chariot, the Page of Pentacles, and the Queen of Wands. This energy is giving me the vibe that you had to put in a lot of determination and persistence to get your light back, to go through a transformation and a glow up. There's a lot of energy out here of you being on your own, being independent, and that makes me feel like maybe you went through a hermit mode. So you could be in that now, or you could have went through that in the past, and now you're operating in the Queen of Wands, where you're living your best life. You have your joy back. You're more optimistic, bold, courageous, confident, sexy, beautiful. You're going to be standing out, or this is the energy you're in now. You would know what timeline you're in, but you could have a lot of suitors. This person is going to be aware of this. Um, your career, your dreams and goals, victory and success. That's what's happening for you, because the Chariot is about starting on a journey to victory and success. And I feel like for you, this was also leaving this situation was also you embarking on a journey to the Nine of Cups, because the Nine of Cups comes out at the end. You have the Eight of Cups at the bottom of the deck in the first card pull, and then you have the Nine of Cups ending the reading here, meaning that when you walked away, and you moved into this Chariot energy at some point, you were determined to find your self-love and your wish fulfillment. You were determined to find confidence and satisfaction and joy in life again. Find your spark, get your light back, get your confidence and your joy back, get your success back. You are meant to shine. I do feel like for this group, for a small portion of you, you are meant to be in the spotlight, okay? Because the Ace of Wands and Six of Wands did try to come out in the first card pull. And then the Queen of Wands ended up coming out here. And then we also have the Page of Wands at the bottom of the deck in the clarifiers. Also, the Chariot card, as I understand it, believe is Leo energy. It's the sun energy, which is also fame in astrology. So I do feel like for a number of you, you are meant to do something where you're in the public eye, or you are meant to have a very powerful and prominent position in your career or in life. There is an energy of you enjoying life to the fullest. And with the Two of Cups, you are meant to have a romantic partner for most of you, or you're meant to have somebody who's like a business partner or a very close friend that will have this mutual respect and this mutual energy with you. If this was a romantic partnership, then perhaps this is somebody who could have juggled you, made you feel like an option. For everyone drawn to this, I do feel like whomever this person, these people, or this situation was, they tried to make you feel less than, or they tried to, again, as I stated earlier, make you feel small, make you, kind of maybe put more on you than you can bear. I feel like the experience felt like a burden. The connection, the dynamic felt like a burden to you. And however long it lasted, it took more and more from you. This feels like somebody who was an energy vampire. This is the energy of somebody feeding off of you, taking your light and using it to propel themselves. So this could be the energy for some of you where this person or people may have been thriving when they were around you, at their happiest, at their most free spirited energy. They were, kind of operating in this energy of confidence and joy and harmony. and you were maybe feeling dark and depressed, like in this energy that they're coming into or that they're in now. It felt like maybe there was an energy exchange. And now that your energy is gone and you took it back with that Eight of Cups at the bottom and that Page of Wands, and you freed yourself from this and you chose to embark on your own personal journey of happiness and recovery, this person now no longer can feed on you. Now there's regret because they're not able to bask in your life, or potentially will not be able to be involved in your life at your most abundant period in life, when you're successful, when you're thriving, when you're being seen, when you're at your most attractive, most abundant, most successful. You will have somebody else by your side who will share in this Two of Pentacles. They will share in the responsibilities. They will help to create balance for you. They will give this equal give and take. They will play their part in your life as a support system. They will invest in you. For some of you, if this is a romantic connection, you could work with this person. You and your partner could come together to build an empire, or you could come together to build this legacy and this lineage together as a family, as a unit. But with the Nine of Cups at the end, you are meant to recover and have this immense wish fulfillment. And this person or these people are meant to see it. And they are meant to operate and feel this energy of grief and loss and disappointment and self-blame and regret. Because these energies, they're going to be in this energy for a while. These people may go through a transformation at some point in their life. That's not the question we're asking. So I don't know if that's going to happen. That's not showing up here. Based on what I'm seeing, they're meant to go through this for a while. So this could be a person or people who really did a number on you, or the trauma and the abuse could have lasted for quite a while. And it could have been multiple forms. It could have been verbal, spiritual abuse. It could have been financial abuse. These could have been people or a person that took advantage of you. They took advantage of your kindness. But it's like you bounce back better than before, because now you're coming into, or you're in energy now where you have strong boundaries. You're very assertive. You're very outspoken. You're very no nonsense, and no one is going to be able to put you in that position again to make you feel small, to dim your light, or to cause you to have to start over. This person could have stagnated your growth, or they could have put you in a position where you had to go through a detour on your path to success and victory and happiness in your life. But you are getting your joy back if you haven't already. And they will have to bear witness to this, but they won't be able to be involved in this. They will have to watch from the sidelines like everyone else, especially for those of you who are planning to step out into the spotlight or become very well known or popular. Others of you, you will just have this very powerful boss energy. When you walk into a room, you will light it up. You will fill the room. You're very much going to be in this very confident, seductive, sultry energy. So I do feel again that you will have suitors. There will be people that want you. This person, if this is a romantic partner, will be deeply desiring to be with you and have a new beginning with you, and very much regretting this painful tower moment and this ending. But unfortunately for them, they won't have access anymore. And they most likely don't have access now. Either these people are going to see this on social media, or they're going to have mutual people that communicate this information to them, or perhaps this is going to be the energy of, again, you kind of being in the spotlight and seen somehow, or them having direct access to see you shine. But that's a part of their karma. Thinking that they dimmed your light, thinking that they had brought you so low that you would never recover, and only seeing you bounce back even better than before, and doing so on your own, only to then be joined by someone else who will show them, and they will have to witness someone else operate in this positive, mutual, loving, respectful, harmonious, romantic, or friendship or business partnership that they failed to show up in the way they were supposed to. This person is in deep regret now. But especially for those of you that are coming into this energy of abundance, prosperity, and just enjoying life and achieving all your dreams and goals, they're really going to be in deep regret then, because they're going to realize even more so what they lost. I feel like they already know, but I feel like at that point, it's going to just be like the nail in the coffin type of situation, like the top, the icing on the cake, because I feel like they put you through it. Five of Cups, Tower. Five of Wands, there was no peace when you were with this person or around these people or in this situation. Some of you had to move homes, as I stated, because it was toxic. It could have been family, it could have been friends, it could have been coworkers, it could have been a romantic partner, but there was no peace. It could have been physical altercations, but this person may be experiencing that. People wanting to fight them, people making rumors about them, people exposing them. This is somebody who may find themselves again always in conflict, always having people match their energy of negativity, not having the peace, not being able to operate in the Page of Wands energy and have this free spirited energy, not being able to pursue their dreams and goals because they're so depressed. They're grieving so deeply over what could have been. And rightfully so. I would not wish karma on anyone, bad karma specifically. I don't encourage it. The reading is more about closure in a way. So I don't encourage this, right? But I am saying that no one is above it. None of us are above karma. We all make mistakes, right? And this is, not really me judging anyone per se. I'm simply suggesting that in the time that they were putting you through this energy, this Five of Wands energy, this Tower energy, they weren't considering exactly who they were hurting. Maybe these people or this person didn't realize just who you were meant to be or who you are becoming. And if they did, as I stated earlier, they intended to dim your light, to put that fire and that spark out inside of you, dim that light and put out that light inside of you before you became aware that it was even there. But unbeknownst to them, you're going to become aware anyway, because I feel like for this group, you did go through a transformation spiritually, or you will, and it's going to have a dramatic and positive impact on your external environment, your physical appearance, your style, the way you walk, the way you talk, the way that you view life, the way that you approach your dreams and goals, the levels that you elevate to, the people and the person specifically that you attract into your life will love you. They will celebrate you. And you will have immense joy with this Nine of Cups. And I love that for you. Okay, I really do. Because this doesn't feel easy. It doesn't. And with you coming in as a Queen of Wands, it doesn't matter your gender. With you coming out as a Queen of Wands, there could have been a lot of envy and jealousy, whether this was a romantic partner, friend, family, relative, co-workers, whomever this energy was or whatever the situation was. There could have been a lot of jealousy and envy targeted and directed at you. People intended to make you feel less than, to make you feel small, to single you out. And maybe it worked for a while for some of you, and you had to go through a transformation. Maybe that tower moment was very intense and it took a while for you to bounce back, or it's taking a while, or it feels like it's taking a while. But based on this energy, you will thrive. The Ace of Wands and Six of Wands try to come out. And the fact that the Queen of Wands shows up here, as I stated earlier, the Page of Wands at the bottom of the deck for the clarifiers, reconfirms why those two cards showed themselves. There is something that for a lot of you, you're going to pursue. Some of you, this could just be you taking your life back, getting your power back, and starting to live and enjoy life. Because Wands is about passion, excitement, joy, things that enlighten us, that we're happy and excited about. So some of you is just getting your zest back for life and finding victory and success in standing in your power and being seen again, coming out of your shell. But for quite a few of you, this is you starting a passion project or pursuing something that your heart deeply desires and loves, that maybe you put on the back burner or you had been adamant about pursuing, and now you're going full force towards it, and it's going to lead you straight to the Six of Wands. Public recognition, victory, success, or power and authority. And I feel like you're deserving of it. Now, again, whether this person transforms or how their life or this situation or this karma for them turns out, I can't say. I'm not going to pull on that. In terms of the tarot, I'm not going to ask that question because it's not what the reading is about. And it doesn't matter, right, to me about how that goes. I am praying that they transform, because I feel like the world is better when people do go through transformations and evolve. I feel like it's way better that way. But not everyone does, and maybe not everyone is meant to. I feel like everyone's meant to. I just feel like not everyone chooses to, because it is a difficult cycle. But they put you through one, and seemingly you either come through it or you're coming through it, and you're coming out on the other side happier than you ever were in your life. And this could have felt like a long time coming, but it's coming. Okay. And I am going to go ahead and leave the reading there. And of course, if it resonated on any level, please feel free to like and subscribe and let me know in the comments if you choose. And if interested, you can return to my channel. There are other topics, readings, and videos there as well. But other than that, thank you.